Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I know I've been continuously leaving you guys hanging like here and there. I've been busy. I was kind of in a little slump, and there was a couple unforeseen things going on that kind of prevented me from continuing videos daily. And I just kind of wanted to wait until everything was good again. So everything is good. I'm back. If there's ever a time where I feel like I'm not going to continue videos or anything, I'll definitely leave a post or make a video, saying this is it, just so, you guys aren't waiting around anymore. And I also really appreciate, some of you have been leaving comments on my posts and, videos and DMing me on Instagram and stuff, like asking me if I'm okay and checking in. So I really appreciate that. It's nice to know that you guys care. But yeah, today we're continuing Bo Burnham's What Special. As always, consider clicking that subscribe button if you guys have been enjoying the videos, and also follow me on Instagram because I'm trying to post more on there, and I think I'm going to start posting more stories and stuff too. So yeah. But okay, if I remember, this was after the poems and everything, so right after that.
There's things that I don't want to come across in my show that I worry often come across about me, because people don't realize that it's an act up here. I don't want you to ever think that I think I'm better than people, or that I think I know better than people. Anyway, sorry. Okay. This is a song from the perspective of God.
So that makes sense, right? So I think this song is called From God's Perspective or something like that. And at the very beginning of the show, when he was doing the Godzilla thing, I made a comment about, from Godzilla's perspective. And people were like, wait, what? Like, am I being meta here or something? But that was just coincidence. It was kind of funny. But now it makes sense.
Perspective of God. Books you think I wrote are way too thick. Who needs 1,000 metaphors to figure out you shouldn't be a dick? And I don't watch you when you sleep. Surprisingly, I don't use my omnipotence to be a fucking creep. You're not going to heaven. Why the fuck would you think I'd ever kick it with you? None of you are going to heaven. There's a trillion aliens cooler than you. You shouldn't abstain from rape just 'cause you think that I want you to. You shouldn't rape, 'cause rape is a fucked up thing to do. Pretty obvious, just don't fucking rape people. Didn't think I had to write that one down for you.
So I'm not a very religious person. My father he got religious after my parents divorced when I was young. And he kind of forced it on me a little bit growing up. I went to I grew up Lutheran. I went to what is it even called? This shows how little I care. I don't even remember. I would go to the church every Wednesday for an hour to do this thing so I could I don't even remember what it was called. It was so pointless to me. I didn't even care. But the points that he's making already are pretty interesting. The very first line talks about the book you think I wrote is way too thick. So it's saying he's not even, God didn't write the Bible, and there's so many people who live their life by the Bible. And I don't know, in my opinion, religion brings out some of the worst in people and in the world. A lot of wars are fought over religion on all this stuff, over a deity that we just believe in because we're told we're supposed to, and you shouldn't abstain from doing these bad things just because you think that that's what God would want, and that's how you're going to get into heaven or whatever. It's like you should just abstain from doing these bad things because they're bad. You know, like being a Christian does not mean you're a good person.
Didn't think I had to write that one down for you. I don't think masturbation is obscene. It's absolutely natural and the weirdest fucking thing I've ever seen. You make my job a living hell. I send gays to fix overpopulation. Boy, did that go well. You're not going to heaven. Eat 1,000 crackers, sing 1,000,000 hymns. None of you are going to heaven. You're not my children. You're a bad game of sim. You shouldn't abstain from pork just 'cause you think that I want you to. You can eat pork, because why the fuck would I give a shit? I created the universe. Think I'm drawing the line at the fucking deli aisle?
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's like there's so many rules and restrictions and whatever that people abide by, you know, because they feel like they're supposed to, you know. And you guys can obviously, you know, see my stance on religion. I feel like if somebody needs something to believe in, that is totally fine. But at the cost of like living your life in the way that you think this higher power believes you should or says you should, I don't know. There's just like, there's a line, you know? And I am very much a person who likes doing what I want when I want. I can say that I am not necessarily great at, I don't want to say like following the rules, but I would not be a good, I don't think I would be a good believer in God. Or at least, you know, what is seen as, you know, a good Christian or whatever. And I know I may be offending some of you guys, but, you know, it's just my beliefs, you know. I don't judge other people by what they believe in or, you know, how they live their life. It's just not for me.
You argue and you bicker and you fight. Atheists and Catholics, Jews and Hindus argue day and night over what they think is true. But no one entertains the thought that maybe God does not believe in you. You pray so badly for heaven, knowing any day might be the day that you die. But maybe life on earth could be heaven. Doesn't just the thought of it make it worth a try?
Man, that's so true.
My love's the type of thing that you have to earn, and when you earn it, you won't need it. Oh, my love's the type of thing that you have to earn, and when you earn it, you won't need it. I'm not gonna give you love just 'cause I know that you want me to. If you want love, then the love has gotta come from you.
Damn. I really liked, I want to say all these things before I forget them. I really liked the music and the singing that time. Like the piano was especially like well played and like pretty in that song, I feel like. The thing is like people spend so much time like trying to please and love like just like this deity, right? And they kind of forget to love themselves and take care of themselves along the way. It talks about how everybody like spends their life trying to get to heaven, but what if, you know, heaven is a place on earth? right? What if you spent that time, instead of trying to get to heaven in the afterlife, try to make that heaven in your life that you're in right now. We only have one life. We only get one life to live. So to me, it's like, why would you want to waste that on trying to get to the unknown, right? Like, and I'm sure, there are there are religious people who are happy to live the life that they live, fulfilling, like trying to fulfill God. But then at the same time, he says, by the time you earn my love, you're not going to need it anymore, because to earn God's love, like, you need to, be a good person and, live selflessly and blah, 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 whatever, all these things. And if you're living that way, you aren't going to need God's approval or God's love or whatever, because you're going to be happy with who you are as a person, right? Because you're going to be doing all these things that are actually fulfilling yourself. Based off of this song, I feel like me and Bo have a very similar view on religion and God, or, whoever you worship, right? Maybe it's because I didn't really grow up with that fear of God instilled into me that I feel this way. But it's like, me personally, I just don't understand trying to do all these things to please something that I don't even know exists. And again, I said it before, it's like, I feel like so many bad things in the world have come from religion, and there's so many people who are saying they're Christian and blah, 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 but they are bad people. So I think it gets to a point where it's I don't know, racism and sexism, I feel all kind of stem from that too. So it's just and those are obviously not good things, right? So I don't know, man. This was a good song, and it, that struck a chord with me for sure. I totally agree with everything he says. And, like I said, it may offend some of you, some of the things that I've said, but, I don't judge the way somebody else lives their life. And, I'm free to live my life the way that I want, however I want. And the only way that I would judge you maybe for your beliefs is if it's apparent that you are a shit person because of it. That's just it, But that was the reaction, guys, to God's perspective, or from God's perspective. I'm hoping we'll get a sequel from Godzilla's perspective in the future, but like I said, that was a good song. I liked, the arrangement, the music, and the lyrics especially. Definitely resonated with me. So as always, guys, let me know what you thought about the song and, your interpretation or whatever in the comments below. Let's keep it civil, okay? But as always, leave a like, comment, subscribe, everybody, and I'll catch you all in the next one.